Welcome to the Alabama Bass Trail presented by Phoenix Boats Wheeler Lake. We're at that midway point, stop number 3 of 5. Kay Donaldson with the ABT. I'm Robbie Floyd, the MC today. And Kay, this place is known for big bass. I mean, we've seen them throughout the years, any parts of the year. Up to 30 pounds can get caught any given weekend.
You know, the exciting thing is the amount of species that you have in Wheeler Lake. You've got plenty of spotted bass, great largemouth, and the smallmouth population is booming right now. So Wheeler Lake, you can come and catch catfish, whatever, but the bass population right now is the best I've seen it in the last 8 years that we've been here.
And with all this rain, too, they've been dumping water in. We're going to see water moving today, there's no doubt. But a lot of that shallow area has some water on it. There's going to be a lot of available lake here today.
It really is. Probably more shoreline than you would normally see. We've seen anywhere from 8 to 12 inches of rain over the last 4 weeks. And, you know, Wheeler Lake is the holding lake. It's where they pump all the water into. And so a lot of places that would normally be out of play are going to be in play today.
Gunnersville down to Wilson, somewhere in between. Somebody's going to win $10,000. Now let's take a look at our Academy Sports and Outdoors first cast of the morning.
Welcome folks, Alabama Bass Trail North Division here on Lake Wheeler. Cameraman Jason Rand and myself ran all the way up here to the dam. We expected to find a few folks, zero, zilch. We're in the juice. Jason showed me the spot on the graph. We're in the hot spot, nobody's here. About a 4.5, 5 mile an hour current. You can tell it's rocking and rolling pretty good. A lot of water spilling out of Gunnersville. A lot of rain here the past week, 2 weeks or so. We had some storms yesterday morning. This turn's been postponed today to Sunday. You can kind of see behind me, water spilling out, a little bit of the current going on up here. Really surprised no one's up here fishing this. We've had some big bags come from this part of the lake in years past. Not gonna happen today. We're gonna work our way back south and see what we can find.
Yes, sir! Let's go! Boom, baby!
Simple. That was him yesterday.
Boom!
Attaboy.
Good job, bud. I told him, I can't remember if it was on an English Channel podcast or not. They were talking about putting a trailer hook on a chatterbait. One of the pros did it, and at Gunnersville, we had that big fish at Gunnersville on a chatterbait with the trailer hook. This morning, put a trailer hook on. He said that's what caught it, was a trailer hook on that chatterbait.
Well, Scott and Taylor Ashley didn't have to go very far to catch their first bass of the day. You didn't have to run long, did you?
Oh, no. Didn't even run, just idled over here.
At least you have one fish in the boat. What was your thought making this? It was just because you had the late draw?
Well, we're gonna go up the river, so we just kind of wanted to get a limit first. There's a lot of fish here that just ain't too big. Just trying to get a limit before we go try to catch some big ones.
There he is, Murphy. Get the net. God, come on. Get the net. Let's go!
Fish number 2, another quality fish. Attaboy.
It's a flat and grass, about 2 foot, all in here. And the grass has just come up this year. And so these fish are hanging in this grass area in between these docks. Grass wasn't here last year, but it's here this year. So they're just hanging out in that grass.
You think these fish are up here spawning now?
Yeah.
Guys, you said 3 just swimmers. This been the game plan so far this morning? Is the postponement and the water change at all for you?
The water is a lot clearer up here than it was Friday downriver.
Okay.
trying to fish the current, stay out of it at the same time.
It's rolling through here pretty good.
Yeah, that 112, yeah, all it wants to do is just hold you.
That's it.
You don't want to go forward.
Yeah.
Alabama Bass Trail TV, sponsored by Phoenix Boats, is brought to you by Bill Penny Automotive, by TH Marine, improving your boat from transom to trolling motor, and by Jax. It's all about the South. There's more to come.
At Phoenix Boats, our passion for fishing is obvious. Whether it's a pro event or fishing with our family and friends,
we truly love the sport of fishing.
That's why our goal is to make every single Phoenix boat that goes out the door the best fishing platform it can be in both design and construction.
We love to fish as much as anyone, and we believe it shows in every boat we build.
Phoenix Boats, built by anglers for anglers.
Bill Penny Toyota is Alabama's #1 volume Toyota dealer. But that's not the only reason to get to know Bill Penny. Enjoy a 10-year unlimited warranty on every new Toyota in stock. Get 1 year of 24/7 roadside assistance. Test drive for the chance to win $5,000. You heard right. 5,000 big ones. Plus, choose from over 700 new Toyotas in stock and price to move. Bill Penny Toyota is Alabama's #1 volume Toyota dealer. Get to know us today.
Stetson Blaylock, Todd Auden, Head Fury, let's go!
Garmin Live Scope, I tell you right now, if you don't have it, you are behind. It's just wild. It's like a video game.
If you do not have that Garmin Live Scope, you are definitely missing out.
Bassmaster Classic Champion!
Guys, how's your morning going so far?
Got one good one in the box.
Okay.
About 5.
5. That is a good one.
Had another one on it, got off out of the boat.
Wow. Did you start in this area?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yep.
You think these fish moved in here to spawn?
I think some of them done spawned. We're still seeing some fry around, but
okay.
I don't think all of them spawned yet.
Right. Okay, this is a real shallow bay, but it's a really protected bay. It's kind of a unique area on the lake, and fish move in here to spawn, and they don't stay in here long. It's so shallow, they are pretty much in here to spawn. They'll guard their fry, and then they'll leave this place. But he thinks there's some that have already spawned and some that are still waiting to spawn. I know there's more good fish in here, and they do too.
And you're looking at boat number 32. We saw one other boat out here on the flat. The other guys were catching them. You know what? These guys are catching them, but they're doing it a little bit different way. They're throwing a square-bill crankbait. They just pulled up not too long ago. They said they caught all their fish here. They've got 3 fish for 12 pounds, so they're actually around some good fish. Not too bad. 12 pounds not doing too bad. You can see them. Said not only going after the grasses down there, but also the shell bed, something that's prevalent here on Wheeler. And that's something you usually, along this stretch, you'll see boats kind of lined up, you know, on these grass lines and shell beds. They'll be lined up in rows. You'll see it in many lakes, like it's a pattern, and this is that, you know, open water pattern. But there aren't boats out here, and it is windy, and Michael even mentioned, he said, I didn't know it was supposed to be this windy today, and I was in Texas up till last night, and this is the weather we had, so I kind of saw it coming. And maybe everybody looked at that last minute and said, I don't want to be out there in the open water fighting. But I think if they knew that, you know, these 4-pounders would bite, then they probably would be out here.
All right, guys, here with boat 197, Tim and Tyler Thornberry. Got a small limit, he said, but just glad to have them. So out here a little more in the current, just a few miles below Ditto, where we were just a few minutes ago. And small limit, got a, oh, it looked good. A few more current breaks, but this is more, a lot more current flowing through here, it seems like. It's funny the way Jason and I come around some of these corners on this river, and current picks up a lot more in places and a lot faster than what it seems. But one noticeable difference right now, to me, is the wind. We're feeling a lot more wind blowing against the current here a little bit, which we've talked about that in the past. That's going to stack this current up a little more in places, but a lot more wind blowing where we are right now as we work our way back towards Decatur.
So we started this morning in the Mallard Creek area and spent quite a bit of time in there. Saw some guys catching fish, real dirty water, guys fishing real shallow, some shallow grass, shallow reed beds. We've moved further down the lake. We're in Spring Creek area now. We're seeing some clear water. The wind is more of a factor down here. We're more in the wind. This is the first team we've talked to since we've been down here. They've got a 4 and a 3 in the boat, so there are fish being caught down here, but he did say it's kind of slow. He's afraid that the front that had gone through with the bluebird skies is going to kind of make it slow most of the day. He also mentioned the wind getting up, it's going to be a bit of a ride going back. Typically what happens on the lake here, especially this part of the river, is the wind is blowing against the current, and what that does is the wind pushes against the waves and it creates swells, and it really makes it really difficult to get back. But these guys are expecting that. They'll take more time getting back for weigh-ins, and they'll make it on time.
This portion of the program is sponsored in part by Sweet Home Alabama, by Garmin, and by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Alabama Bass Trail TV, presented by Phoenix Boats, will be right back.
At Phoenix Boats, our passion for fishing is obvious. Whether it's a pro event or fishing with our family and friends,
we truly love the sport of fishing.
That's why our goal is to make every single Phoenix boat that goes out the door the best fishing platform it can be in both design and construction.
We love to fish as much as anyone, and we believe it shows in every boat we build.
Phoenix Boats, built by anglers for anglers.
The taste of the South starts out here. However you roll into work, you can bring the flavor with Jack's Breakfast Catering. Huge scratch-made buttermilk biscuits and hearty breakfast sandwiches, mixed or matched, starting at just $15. Don't forget to add delicious fresh ground royal cup coffee and classic breakfast sides, because great work starts with great breakfast. breakfast catering starting at $15 from Jack's. All about the South.
What's the news?
I was hoping you'd tell me the good news.
We got a limit, but we're comfortable. We got a limit, but nothing great yet, but we're working on it.
What do you think your total size is?
Probably 10, 11 pounds.
Okay, the limit for 10, 11 pounds, okay?
Now we're calling. We got called a lot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just want to check back in. You know, they do have a limit. They have been culling here a couple of times, got about 15 pounds in the boat, but the crazy thing, the odd thing is, and it's almost a curse because it happened to them earlier, is the bait keeps coming out of the fish's mouth. And fortunately, these times, it came out of their mouth once it got to the net. But I mean, the second they get scooped in the net, the bait's sitting in the top of the net, the fish is sitting in the bottom of the net. Something they have to be concerned with, and got to have that net ready at beck and call, because you can't really lay into them. But what they're looking at is these hard bottoms, and they had a big flurry in an area that's probably half a mile away from where we're at right now this morning, where they caught 3 bass, first 4 casts. They lost a 6-pounder. Here we saw about 2 or 3 bass caught, a mix of small and largemouth in this spot as well. And they're hooked up here now out front. Now watch this, let's see, I don't want to jinx them, it's just been happening. I mean, you want to talk about nervous time. And that's going to help them. I mean, I'm nervous for you, actually.
That one still got the crankbait in his mouth.
Yeah, that's the first time in 4 fish catches we've seen the crankbait actually stay in their mouth. And you got better eyes than me. You're saying that's a smallmouth in the mix. Again, this mixed bag. I mean, but you kind of expect that out here on the main.
That's right. I hope you bring us good luck. Here with Boat Twin Hub. What do you got in the box? 0? No, come on.
Our flipping bite's dying.
Your flipping bite's down. You got 0 in the box.
Caught 1 garn.
And you're hoping that we bring you luck.
Yes.
Well, you're in trouble.
I have a feeling the water dropping is what killed us. We've been fishing back up in the pocket on the right here, and the water's dropped. And it's killed the bite.
Pressure's on. Get him in the boat.
It's a gar.
Well, I mean, I didn't say I'd bring you good luck, but it was a pretty hook set. Somebody can use that for TV.
Here we are again with John Bryan and Mason Bryan. Guys, when we left you this morning, you had 2 good ones in the boat.
We got 2 more after y'all left.
All right. 4, what do you think your total weight is?
12, 13.
Okay. And you said you had, what, a 6 and a couple of 4s in practice?
Yeah, we're trying to find that 6.
You catch one like that and you'll be doing real good.
We'll be doing real good.
Alabama Bass Trail TV, brought to you by Phoenix Boats, is sponsored by Bill Penny Automotive Group, by Sweet Home Alabama, and by America's First Credit Union. Stay with us, there's more to come.
The TH Marine Hydrowave H2 KVD Edition is a surefire way to ignite a feeding frenzy. The Hydrowave utilizes a sound-emitting technology that imitates bait fish and other feeding fish below the surface that preys on the competitive nature of bass and other game fish to get you more bites. The Hydrowave is another way that TH Marine has you covered from transom to trolling motor.
At Phoenix Boats, our passion for fishing is obvious. Whether it's a pro event or fishing with our family and friends,
we truly love the sport of fishing.
That's why our goal is to make every single Phoenix boat that goes out the door the best fishing platform it can be in both design and construction.
We love to fish as much as anyone, and we believe it shows in every boat we build.
Phoenix Boats, built by anglers for anglers.
Some things ain't worth keeping. Yesterday's traditions, today's adventures, tomorrow's memories. Now that's something worth keeping. Fish Alabama and find your keeper.
For more information, visit fishalabama.org.
Bill Petty Toyota is Alabama's #1 volume Toyota dealer. But that's not the only reason to get to know Bill Petty. Enjoy a 10-year unlimited warranty on every new Toyota in stock. Get 1 year of 24/7 roadside assistance. Test drive for the chance to win $5,000. You heard right. 5,000 big ones. Plus, choose from over 700 new Toyotas in stock and price to move. Bill Petty Toyota is Alabama's #1 volume Toyota dealer. Get to know us today.
If you didn't already know, AmFirst has great rates on auto loans, and boat loans, and motorcycle loans, and really any loans, including ones for your business. With a variety of terms as low as 2%, we're kind of hard to beat.
I'd like to bring up boat number 16, ladies and gentlemen. It's Lance Whitaker, Jeremy Briscoe. You can stand over there on that X because I know I'm going to be talking to you. They're boat number 16. They were in that first flight, but they came in early because they said, you know what? I got to make sure these bass cross the scales. A total 5 fish for $25.43 to start it off. How about a round of applause for these guys? And taking a look at the Mountain Dew Big Bass. Mountain Dew Big Bass now going to be set at 5.40 pounds, a 5.5 pounder almost.
How long of a run did you make this morning?
All the way to Gunnersville. Gunnersville down. 46 miles.
46 miles. Did you stay there all day long?
Stayed in the same spot all day. Never moved.
What were some of the baits you used today?
Net bait, like a T-Mac and a flex worm. They got a key lime pie and I think it's an Alabama crawl. Them's real good baits.
Were these on a shaky head?
Oh, yeah.
Every one of them calls on shaky head.
What was the weight of the shaky head?
Anywhere from a quarter to an eighth.
Yeah.
If it started getting hung up, we start throwing smaller.
Ooh, so let's find out what Joel Mayfield and Tally Mayfield have. They've got 5 bass for another 15-plus pound bag. Your total, 1742. What were y'all doing today?
She was throwing a creature bait, and I was swimming a jig. We also got a big fish we're going to weigh. We caught it at 9. We came back early, trying to take care of the fish.
Large one looking good. Let's find out. You think it's 540? You think you got it?
Oh, yeah.
I think you do, too. Let's find out. Mountain Dew Big Bass, we're not in the 5-pound range no more. Almost to 7. Look at this. 697 taking the lead for our Mountain Dew Big Bass.
Scott Russell, Adam Brown had a good day. Another 20-pound bag, 20.53 pounds. Hey, go grab those bass. Wow.
John Bryan, Mason Bryan, I heard y'all caught a couple. Get over to the microphone. I can't hear you unless you're in the microphone. I heard y'all caught a couple early, and our TV crew's going, yeah, we started off today good. Who caught those? Each one of y'all caught one, huh?
Well, we did, but he showed out today.
You did good, huh?
Today was his day.
Good job, Mason. John and Mason Bryan got 15.59 on their day. You want to grab a couple again? Go grab them really quick.
Now, we saw you on the water pretty early today, and one thing I noticed is you guys got real excited when you caught a fish. We got it on camera.
Oh, yeah.
I got to know, did you get that excited because you were surprised you caught a fish or because you were expecting to catch fish?
We were surprised that we caught fish today. We never fish this lake, so we were surprised that we actually caught fish.
We had a good practice, but, you know, and then that's always the case. You always have a good practice, and then it never happens in a tournament. And then it's just blessed to be fishing with him. And, you know, catching them fish was just wow. It was great.
Barry Vest and Dustin McDaniel got 5 bass. Y'all did all right. Y'all did all right. I'll give you that. You got that grin on your face like, could have been better. Got one, some got off. Could have been better, yet they still move into second place. 21-29 for Vest and McDaniel.
When you took off this morning, how long did it take you to run to your first spot?
About 15 minutes.
Did you stay in that area all day long?
We bounced around.
What was the water depth where your fish came from?
Dirt. We was fishing shallow all day.
What was the color of the water there?
It had good color, real good color.
Was it brown or green?
It was brown.
Blake Hall, Tristan Crowder got 5 bass. Are they the right 5? Yes, they are the right 5. How big are these going to weigh and move up inside that top 10, maybe even the lead? We need 25-43. Hall and Crowder, 23-38, second place for these two. Like, how about a round of applause for them? Y'all are about the weakest golf. It's Masters week, and y'all can't even give me a good clap.
It was a struggle this morning. We ended up catching a few, just the small ones. We had a small limit by like 9 o'clock, and we just kept bouncing around all over the lake on the upper end. And there in about the last hour, we ran into a little patch of them and caught those pretty good ones.
Whitaker and Briscoe didn't have to deal with a wind. They did deal with a current 25-plus pounds. We knew it would take some big weight to win here today.
It did, and I really think even with the tough conditions, the wind, the muddy water, the high water, the teams really did well, but these guys, I mean, just put a whooping on the rest of the field.
And my surprise was I saw several guys fishing today. I didn't see them with a shaky head, and to win with big fish on a small bait, I mean, that had to be fun, but also nerve-wracking.
Oh, yeah.
It was. We lost a couple because of it.
Yeah, but your thoughts going in, I mean, was it always, I got to get these little eddies, I got to get these little breaks in the current, that's what's going to help me win this thing?
That's what we look for the whole time.
And the smallmouth, or is it if the spots were there too?
Smallmouth, no largemouth, but that's what we found was mainly spots. And if you ever found smallmouth, they'd be grouped up in it.
And they were big.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations on the victory. It automatically qualifies you for the team championship, $100,000 up for grabs, $50,000 to our winner. But you automatically qualify as a winner. So we're done with the North. That's stop number 3. Let's go to stop number 3 of the South. Lay Lake, I think I've heard of that one a time or two.
We've been there a few times. There's some guys that probably are really looking for a win there. They've done well there before, but let's not, let the cat out of the bag.
Yeah, and there's several guys that can win that event. Again, there's big fish at Lay Lake as well this time of year. We'll see you then.